Hello guys, thank you for joining. We're going to get started with some free card readings. Once we hit 3,000 taps, 3,000 likes, we're going to get started with some free card readings for people in the chat. Again, once we hit 3,000 taps. Hello Tina, how are you? Nice to see you. We're going to get started again once we hit 3,000 taps, 3,000 likes. Make sure, guys, that you are tapping on those screens. You're sharing the live. To be eligible for a free card reading tonight, you must be A, following me, B, part of that fan club with that fate banner in the screen name and your username, okay? Thank you so much, guys. And thank you so much, Tina, for your question. Again, we will be getting to questions once we hit 3,000 taps. Okay, so we just got to wait a little while longer, try to get some more people in the live. Okay, thank you so much, guys, for coming in. We're going to get started in just a moment, okay? No worries, no worries. Hello guys, welcome in, welcome back. We're going to get started with some free card readings this evening. Once we hit 3,000 taps, 3,000 likes, we're at the 700 mark. We're getting close, guys. Of course, we do have our free card reading period for the next 20 minutes, okay? So what I'm going to do is, well, I don't have my timer on me. That's not handy. Oh, geez. We have 20 minutes of free card reads, guys, okay? 20 minutes from now, we will be, again, here we go. Okay, one sec, guys. We're going to do 20 minutes of free card reads, okay? As soon as we hit that 3,000 mark, we're going to begin, okay? Going to put our timer here just so we can see the time. And again, guys, at the end of 19 minutes, I'm going to be choosing that top gifter for a 15 card detailed read. There are some other ways you can get reads today. Again, at the end of the live, the top gifter is going to be rewarded with that 15 card detailed read. You can also donate a galaxy for 7 cards, okay? Or you can donate the manifesting for 3. Okay, so again, we are at that 3,000 mark, guys. Let's see your first names and your questions. Again, free card readings for the next 19 minutes. To be eligible for a free card read, you must be A, following me, and B, part of that fan club with that Fate Me banner in your username. Okay, let's take a look. Let's go. Okay, Sue, will you see D this summer? Let's take a look. Sue, what are we seeing for you? Okay, so Cosmetic, we do see you with the manifesting. Thank you so much. You are in first place right now. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm just going to write your name down here. Cosmetic Nurse with the manifesting. Okay, so I have you down for a 3 card read at the end of the 20 minutes, okay? Thank you so much. Again, we're going back to Sue. Sue, will you see D this summer? Oops. Sue, will you see D this summer? Give me 1 sec. All right, back on track. Here we are. Sue, will you see D this summer? Let's take a look. Sue, will you see D this summer? What are we seeing for Sue? What are we seeing for Sue? Okay. All right. It's somewhat of a bittersweet, okay, because I'm seeing there's this intention of wanting to see each other, being together. I don't know if you've talked about it and there's loose plans, but I do see that there's something about logistics. To get there, everything has to work out, or the schedules have to align perfectly, and there's a bit of stress around it, okay? So what I'm seeing is it is possible, but it comes with a lot of logistical planning around it. And then we see here with you may be losing sleep or anxiety thinking about it a lot. Keep calm right now. You know, if this is, you know, sort of what they say is, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If he wants to be there, he will. Okay, it's sort of as simple as that. Yeah, thank you so much. All right, guys, let's see here. What are your first names and your questions again? You're welcome. You're welcome. Again, to be eligible for a free card reading, you must A, be following me, and B, make sure that you have the Fate banner, that little orange banner, in your username. Okay, so you just got to send that little heart me gift. I think it's 1 coin to become part of that that fan club. Okay. So again, looking for people with the Fate banner in their screen name, okay, must be part of that fan club so you can get your question answered, okay, you've had a chance. And again, guys, 16 minutes from now, top gifter is going to get that 15 card detailed reading on any question of their choosing. Donations of a galaxy will get you 7 cards. Donations of manifesting will get you 3, okay. Hello, Exodus. Nice to see you. Okay, Princess, thank you for the follow. Again, guys, make sure you are following me and you are having that Fate banner in your screen name next to your username by sending the Heart Me gift so that you can be eligible for the free card, okay? Tina, Westbrook, no contact. Will he reach out again soon to connect more? Tina, Westbrook, no contact. Will he reach out again to connect more? Thank you, MM12. Let's see, Tina and Wes. What are we seeing for Tina and Wes? Do we see Wes reaching out? Okay. Interesting. What I am seeing here is there's going to be a bit of a change. I don't want to say this to, you know, diminish what's going on, but there could be a sense of retreating as well on his end again. Okay, going back into hiding. Justice here, you know, it's bringing things back into balance. I do feel like there's a lot of emotions here with him. I don't feel like, again, this is a complete ending. I'm not getting ending, but I am getting that what needs to be fair. Something needs to be fair for you. It's justice for you. The balance needs to be restored for you. The luck and the change, you know, that comes in here, it is saying that your situation is still in progress. Okay, this is sort of in progress, and I do feel like there's sort of this push and pull still with this 6 of Cups, or 8 of Cups, sorry. Okay, so it's sort of still in transition is what it's coming up, in transition. Okay, thank you so much. Hello guys, welcome in, welcome back. We have 15 minutes of free card readings. Okay, to be eligible for the free card reading, you must be following me and part of that fan club. Okay, so make sure you have that little Fate banner next to your screen name. Okay, you can send the heart me to become part of the fan club. Okay, thank you so much. Claudia, will Hugo want to be with me for a relationship? All right, let's see. Claudia, in the next 2 months, do we see Hugo wanting to be in a relationship with you? Hugo and Claudia, in the next 2 months, oh, this one fell out here. We do see some movement forward, okay? Let's see, is it coming in the 2 months? This does tell me that things can move swiftly. Okay, let's see what else is coming in here, Claudia. And nostalgia. Okay, so in terms of coming together, this is a good sign. Okay, so I'm seeing, in at least within the next 2 months, things coming together in a very sweet way. I'm seeing friendship first. Okay, move with grace in terms of this relationship. Okay, not too fast is what I'm seeing. All right. Yeah, don't move too fast, but there is something very cute about the dynamic, I must say. Okay, Tina, is Darren thinking about you? Tina wants to know, is he thinking about you? We get the 3 of Pentacles and the Judgment. Oh my goodness, these cards are flying out for you. Okay, and the Strength. Oh, there was one hidden under here. Judgment and 10 of Pentacles reversed here. Okay, so is he thinking about you? There is some intention here where he does, he's drawn to you, okay, and likely maybe because of your strength. Sometimes even it's as silly as your beautiful hair, okay, he likes the way that you move. Now, with the Judgment card, it comes to this call of action. He does need to put in the effort, okay, more effort to meet you halfway, because this right now is sort of in a bit of fantasy in terms of, you know, the 10 of Pentacles is that happy family, that life, that coming together, everything in a beautiful way. However, when it's reversed, it's a bit up, you know, things are a little bit upside down, they're a little bit blocked, and it's saying teamwork. Okay, so in order for this to work in your favor, it has to be aligned with him as well. This is something that he needs to want just as much as you need to want. Okay, okay? Is he interested? It is showing me yes, but when I do see somebody who's elevated here, I do feel like someone in the dynamic has a little bit more power. And even with this strength card that's coming in, it's saying, you know, don't settle for less, or don't get yourself too caught up too quickly, okay? Thank you so much. All right, guys, let's see here. Again, guys, we are at 13,000 taps. Once we get to 14,000 taps, we're going to continue with more free card readings for people in the chat. To be eligible, you must be following me, tapping on that screen, sharing the live, and of course, making sure you have that Fate banner next to your screen name, okay? Donations of the Galaxy will get you 7 cards. Donations of the Manifesting will get you 3 at the end of, again, 11 minutes. Top gifter is going to get that 15 card detailed reading on any question. All right, guys, let's get right back into it. Let's see your first names and your questions. Exodus, thank you so much for the heart me. Thank you, Moy Porva, for the heart me. Appreciate you. Appreciate all you guys. Let's see here. Brenda, will H break no contact? Brenda wants to know, will H break no contact? In the next 2 months, do we see H breaking no contact? I always like to add a timing in. If you don't put a timing in for me, I will add one. Okay. BB, thank you so much. I'll add you to my list. Okay. Brenda, will H break no contact within 2 months? Okay. Do we see 2 months? Okay. Page of Cups is a message. Okay, and this is actually another message coming in. So we do see it could be multiple attempts, okay, coming in, and one may be a little more emotional and one may be very more superficial. This person isn't coming in as a king, so I want to let you know that there's small efforts being made. Okay, will he break no contact? It may be something on social media or asking about you through a friend. These are small things, but yes, there is something where he does want communication of some sort. Now we see the nine of the cups here, which is kind of like that wish card. It's, I really want him to reach out. I really want to know if he's thinking about me. So there is something sort of positive in that area. However, okay, again, he's not coming in as a king. He comes in with the page energy, showing me that there's still more maturity that he needs to go through before he's ready to be in a relationship with someone like you. Okay, yeah. All right, so Vivi, I'm going to add you to my list as well. Vivi. And we have also somebody sent a Galaxy there. Galaxy. Who sent that Galaxy? Do I have Lena in here? Lena, are you in here? Can you let me know who sent that Galaxy for me? Thank you so much. Let's see here. Sam, will there be a reunion this year, please? Sam, will there be a reunion this year? Sam wants to know, will there be a reunion this year? Sam, will there be a reunion this year? Let's take a look. Sam, will there be a reunion this year? Page of Swords. So something has to end, okay? I'm seeing clear-cut communication, and this is, you might want to, you're holding out for the wish, the hope, I want this reunion to happen, but with that Death card, it's saying that they're likely you may be moving towards like an ending of something, end of a communication, and it may be hard to grasp, or there's something that you don't really want to think about, so you're feeling stuck about it. So right now I am getting a no in that regard, okay? But it's a bit confusing for you with the Two of Swords. I see it's something that you want, but not sure how to manifest it. Yeah, there we go. Sasha, would your baby daddy leave you alone now? Let's take a look. Exodus sent the Galaxy. Perfect. Thank you so much. Exodus with the Galaxy. All right, guys. I'm doing my best. I'm multitasking like a crazy person, but I'm getting everybody on my list, okay? No worries. No worries. Sasha, would your baby daddy leave you alone now? Sasha. Will baby daddy leave you alone? Let's see. In the next 3 months, do we see baby daddy leaving Sasha alone? Do we see baby daddy leaving Sasha alone? What are we seeing here? Baby daddy leaving Sasha alone? Well, we do see, yes, see how the person's resting? And peace is literally under here. So I am seeing, yes, there's a period of rest. of peace, okay? The Knight of Pentacles does show somebody that, you know, you might tell them to, you know, don't talk to me for a while, but they may come back later on. This is a little bit of a message. He could be, you know, something around social media. I don't know if he's still like wanting tabs on you or something like that. I get something about him being a bit delusional, okay? When I see all these options here, this is kind of the card of Delulu, okay? So it's I've told you once, I've told you twice, it's not going to happen. You know, ride on, right? Keep calm and carry on, sir. So a little bit of Delulu coming in around him, I must say, but you will have some peace. Is it going to be long lasting? From what I see right now, he may be back, okay? Like one of those bad rashes, okay? Yeah. Thank you so much. Stephanie, will E and I reconcile? Okay, so you haven't put a timing in there, so I'm going to add 2 months. Do we see reconciliation with Stephanie and E in the next 2 months? Stephanie and E, do we see a reconciliation in the next 2 months? Do we see a reconciliation in the next 2 months? Let's take a look. Okay. 2 months, I'm not seeing that timeline happening within the 2 months. Somebody's a little bit stubborn, okay? They want what they want. You might be offering them the relationship, but they're not taking it. They're a bit stubborn. There's a lot of stubbornness here. Again, somebody's being a bit delusional. We just talked about this card with someone else, and the Magician is wanting things your way. If you want this relationship to work, both of you on both ends, you know you gotta. You're going to have to bend a little bit. He's going to have to bend a little bit. But both of you can't force each other to do anything the other person doesn't want to do. Okay, so in 2 months, I'm not seeing a strong sense of reconciliation, but it is saying that if you want to make this work, you're going to have to work together, not this crossed arm body language, right? No, it's my way or no way. Okay, yeah, that's what comes up. Thank you so much. All right, BB, will Cody reach out soon to reconcile? BB, thank you so much for being in that Fate Club. Thank you for following me. BB, will Cody reach out soon to reconcile? BB, will Cody reach out soon to reconcile? Let's take a look. BB, will Cody reach out to reconcile? BB and Cody. Queen of Pentacles with the King. So it is showing me that you guys are actually a match, okay? That you have potential to make something work. I love to see King and Queen energy together, okay? This does mean that you're on the same playing field, okay? Now, will you reconcile, okay? Or will he reach out? We do have strength. Okay, so while this isn't a card of direct communication, it is showing me that there is still a bond that is there between you two, something worth fighting for. Okay, but again, you have to nurture the positive elements of the King, and the King has to again nurture the Queen. Okay, so it's about, again, working together. He needs to see your value. You're holding the coin, right? And you need to see that sometimes he needs to take the lead, right? And also he needs to feel like the king that he knows he is as well. Okay, so it's some of that energy is coming in. Thank you so much. Okay, all right, guys, thank you for being here. Mia, will you get the job interview within 2 weeks? Mia. Will you get the job interview? Mia. You get that job interview in 2 weeks? Justice and luck. And okay, so this may not be the right position for you. Okay, we see a little bit of disappointment, okay, because there's something about maybe it's not ruling in your favor, and this may only be because they're looking for somebody with a specific type of experience. This could be a very competitive job, so there may be a lot of candidates. Now, again, when this card comes up, it can talk about a feeling a little down or a little bit of loss, but because we have the 2 cups of that are by your feet, you just got to change your perspective and saying, you know what, if this job isn't the one, there is something else better out there for you. You just got to change your perspective, okay? So I wouldn't put all your eggs in one basket. Keep applying, okay? But this may be a very competitive role, okay? And to get hired in this role, I'm seeing they're being very strict. There's something about being very strict, okay? Thank you so much. Miley, will me and Jessica get back together? Miley, will me and Jessica get back together? Miley wants to know, will me and Jessica get back together? Miley, will me and Jessica get back together? So I'm going to put the timing in the question. So Miley, in the next 3 months, do we see Jessa, sorry, I said Jessica. Miley and Jessa. Do we see Miley and Jessa getting back together? Okay, in the next 3 months. Miley and Jessa. Miley and Jessa. Do we see in the next 3 months? Okay. I don't see in the next 3 months. Okay, and I'm seeing that somebody wants to offer a relationship. The other person doesn't want it right now. They're closed off. Okay, there's anxiety and stress. You may be losing sleep over this. I miss my person. I miss the chats that we used to have. I miss your hugs. I miss your kisses. And sometimes it can send us a bit spiraling. But this is all anxiety and stress. Okay, so the Strength card comes in and says, you know, focus on yourself right now. Don't focus on what they're doing or not doing. Okay, if they don't want to receive the love that you're giving or that you can give, it means you're not in alignment at this time. Okay, work on yourself, work on, you know, go to the gym, eating well, all of those things. Okay, things that you love. And once you sort of build that vibration higher, you know, that is more of a time where you can attract the right person. Okay, if it is the person you're asking, okay, about Jessa. Thank you so much. All right, guys, we have the 1 minute countdown. At the end of 1 minute, I will be choosing that top gifter for a 15 card detailed read. Donations of the Galaxy will get you 7 cards. Donations of a manifesting will get you 3. Jordan, will me and Haley reconcile? Jordan, will me and Haley reconcile? Jordan, will me and Haley reconcile? Let's take a look. Jordan and Haley. Queen of Swords and the Death. The Ace of Wands. Okay, I'm going to tell you I don't see a reconciliation happening soon. Okay, she knows what she wants, and to be honest, she's coming in as a little bit cold, that she could cut things off and move on. And there could be something hurtful about her energy when she's feeling spiteful, or when she's feeling like it's done. It's done. The Ace of Wands, this is about her taking control of her life and doing what she wants. I don't feel there's a lot of energy here. I don't see like any cups that come in. Cups is emotional or love. So I feel like this is a logic-based thing on her end. She's like, I got to do what I got to do. It doesn't feel right. I need to find, and this is also like a magic wand. Okay, the Ace of Wand. It's taking control of her life and manifesting what she wants, and you know, looking forward to something different. Okay, so right now I don't see a reconciliation happening. We see the ending right now. Okay, doesn't mean that it won't happen later on, but in the next 2 months I'm not seeing that. Okay, all right, so guys, that is my timer. So we will be choosing my top gifter. Okay, so I do want to say right now, Exodus, you did donate the Galaxy, although you haven't turned your rankings on. Okay, but Exodus, you are actually in the top spot because the Galaxy is 1,000 coins. Okay, so Exodus, you are in the top spot, and then we have Vivi in second. Okay, thank you so much, Exodus. So I will award it to you. Okay. And thank you guys so much for coming in. That is the end of my free card reading period, but each and every single live stream I do free card reads. Okay, so as long as you're following me, each and every time you come on live, you have a chance to get a free card read. Okay, I try to get to as many people as I can. I'm only one person. Okay, so thank you so much for your patience, guys. If I didn't get you today, I promise I do so many people, different people each time. Okay, thank you for your patience. All right, so congratulations goes to Exodus. We will do your 15 card, but I do want to say thank you as well to Vivi, because he did donate a manifesting. Okay, and then we also have Cosmetic Nurse, who's donated a manifesting as well. So before I get into Exodus Rose, before I get into your big 15 card read, I'm going to do Vivi and Cosmic Nurse. Okay, so Vivi, what is your question? We're going to do just a 3 card, okay? We're going to do a 3 card for you. I'm going to turn on my lights just so that we can see a little bit better, okay? just for reference, guys, when you see my white light on, this is my paid reading period, okay? When you see the blue light is on, that's when I'm doing my free card reads, okay? Vivi, will you meet a new man? So Vivi, I do want you to put the timing in the question, okay? So will you meet a new man? What's that timeline? Do you want to know in the next 3 months, the next 6 months, okay? What is that timeline? In the next week? You get to decide. Okay, Vivi, the next 3 months. Do we see a new love interest coming in for Vivi? Do we see a new love interest coming in for Vivi in the next 3 months? What are we seeing coming in for Vivi in the next 3 months? Do we see a new man coming in? Do we see some new love? What are we seeing for Vivi? Do we see new love interest coming in the next 3 months? And Vivi, give me a number, please, from 1 to 10. 1 to 10. 1 to 10, please, Vivi. Will Vivi meet someone in the next 3 months? Vivi, a number from 1 to 10. Number from 1 to 10, please. 5. All right. 5 seems to be a popular number today. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's see what we have. Let's see what we have here. Next 3 months, Vivi, what are we seeing? Okay. Birds. So this is communication of all types. This can even be social media. This could be dating apps. Okay. So we do see some conversations and even chatting with friends. Oh, I met a really cute guy, or this guy messaged me. So there's a lot of that happening, a lot of chatter. Okay. So this is really good for communication. Do we see love coming in next to it? We do see the lilies. So this is interesting because the lilies can indicate harmony and joy and things coming together, but it's also an element of patience, okay? And I'm gonna say this. You're attending online, you avoid dating apps. I would say that's great because it is telling me here there's something about you getting turned off by men who are like, they're very, when they text you, or when you start talking to a guy, if he gets kind of sexual very quickly, or starts chatting about things that are just kind of crosses some boundaries, it's a big turn off. There's something there, because lilies can sometimes indicate sex or talking about sex, and it's like, don't go there yet. I don't even know you. So this is interesting energy to come up for you. Here's the man. Okay. So what this tells me, okay, is yes, we do see a man coming up. We've asked in 3 months, he does come up. And actually it's telling me here to take it slow, because you will find somebody who's actually going to be, like peaceful. It's like somebody who's not rushing you, somebody who's like, it's fun, like funny to talk to, good laughing, good jokes. So this is really great. I love that we got the man card, okay, because this literally represents a man that you're asking about, okay, and it is the third card to come up, right? And when we talk about 3 months, right, if this is the first month, second month, third month, right? So I am seeing likely in the 3rd month something coming of that. You may meet him at school, okay? Yeah. And is he going to be through online college? It could be, because again, this is any communication of all types, and it could be like somebody in your class that you're chatting with online. Yes. Okay, so very interesting, very interesting. The lilies is all about patience as well, and taking your time, and it's no drama. Okay, a guy that's no drama. That's what it is. Okay, you're welcome. All right, next we have Cosmetic Nurse. Is Cosmetic Nurse here? Cosmetic Nurse, you did donate the manifesting. Let me know if you're here. If not, we will go to Exodus. There you are. Perfect. What was your first name? Thank you so much for that. Thank you for your patience as well. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Parwana. Parwana, what was your question for me? You want to avoid similar to your ex-husband. You and me both, girl. You and me both. Oh, boy. Is Rizhan serious about his feelings? All right. Let's see, Parwana. Parwana, is Rizhan serious about his feelings? Rizhan. Is Rizhan serious about his feelings? Let's take a look. Is Rizhan serious about his feelings? 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Amy. I've added you to my list. Thank you so much. Keep me updated, BB. You don't want to repeat the cycle, of course. Is Rizhan serious about his feelings? Let's take a look here. Okay. Opportunity, the fish. Okay. So I would say yes. Okay, this tells me that there's potential here to be unlocked to something deeper, and the fish are actually deep in the sea. So it does tell me if he's made you some promises, you know, I'm really serious about you. I see us going the distance. My feelings are real, because this also talks about being deeply and emotionally invested, okay, and the value of, like, he's like, I don't date anyone, and I'm putting my time and effort into you because I see something real. So I do see that, and the tree talks about the vitality of this relationship and where it can go and the growth of it. So this is actually a pretty positive indication here that he does have real feelings, okay, and he wants to likely unlock it deeper with you, okay. You know, do we see, I don't get the true love card yet, but it is telling me here, you know, there's potential, okay, because the key is ready to be put in that door, and it may be because you're not fully convinced, right? You know, can I trust him? Is he going to hurt me? Is he really true? I do feel he has deep feelings for you. It is coming up, okay. He wants to see where this goes with you. He sees a long term is what it shows me here, okay. Yeah, okay. Thank you so much. All right, so we are moving into my top gifter now, so thank you so much, Exodus Rose. Okay, so we're going to do your 15 card read, and Amy, thank you for your galaxy. I do have to do my top gifter read right now, so I am going to do a 15 card spread, and then we're going to get to you. Okay, then I will do your 7 card spread. Thank you for your patience. Okay, you're welcome. All right, Exodus, what's your first name? What was your first name? You're welcome, Amy. And again, guys, link is in that bio if you want to get on the list for a 15 card, a charm reading. Okay, they are available through the link in my bio. All right, Kelly. Kelly, and what was your question for me, Kelly? What was your question for me, Kelly? Kelly, Kelly, Kelly. Let's move some of the stagnant energy out of here. Yes, for Kelly. Thank you so much. All right, we're ready to read. Kelly, what was your question for me? You want to know what this year would be like for me surrounding love and finance. Okay, so what I need you to do is to choose one, okay? Because when I do readings, I focus on one category at a time. Otherwise, it gets too convoluted. Okay, so in terms of what you want to know for the year, I'd say select one or the other, okay? And there is a chance that we might get a little bit of both, but I think you'd really like it best if you focused on one, okay? So we can go really deep. Let's go with love. All right, how did I know? I had a feeling. I had a feeling. All right, so Kelly wants to know what this year will be like in terms of love in the next 12 months. Next 12 months. What do we see for Kelly? So we're going to choose the card here that comes up for you, Kelly, as the main female, and the card that represents your pathway ahead, okay? We're going to stick that here, and the card that represents your pathway ahead. There we are, okay? So this indicating a year or a year more, okay? So we'll go with that, the pathway. Let's see what comes up here. Okay, I am just not liking this effect. Give me 1 second. I gotta turn off this filter. I don't like the way that it's making the cards look. There we go. Something weird. There's a weird filter. Anyways, I digress. Back to Kelly. Back to Kelly. What's coming up for love? What's coming up for love in the next year for Kelly. Hello, Ashley. What's coming up for Kelly? What's coming up for Kelly? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's take a look. Kelly, what do we have? Okay. All right, Kelly. So, I don't know if you've been dealing with something or this is something that came from your past, because I do see false person and poverty coming in. So I feel like in love, you may have felt either slighted or that, you know, you got the crap end of the stick. You know, it could be a past relationship where it's, wow, like this person brought so much drama to my life, or there's red flags. It's saying you learned something about red flags and to pay attention to it, and that giving too many people second chances and you being left feeling like, well, I gave so much to this person, I believed them or whatever it is, and I kind of ended up with nothing. That's what the poverty card, it's wanting that attention, wanting to feel loved or cared for or recognized, but not really getting it. Okay, now you're moving out of this energy. Okay, so I do feel like you learned lessons. 2025. Okay, now what comes in really beautifully in the middle is the privileged lady. And I'm going to ask as well, do you have like a best friend, a girl best friend that you're always with? Are you like attached to the hip? This comes in 2 ways. So sometimes it comes in as like a best friend or like a sister that's like a best friend. I'm drawn to this for a reason, and it may be a reason I'm bringing this up. Well, first, I'm just going to, before you confirm it, girl. The only thing I got from that, Kelly, you said just girl. You said pretty much, yeah, pretty much, and then the next message I got was girl, so you may have been filtered in a message prior to that. But I'm going to keep going, okay? Anyway, so this may come up as a best friend that's really had your back through this period of your life where maybe things haven't gone so well with relationships. So I do feel like you have somebody who's on your team, who's looking out for you, who's trying to give you good advice as well in relationships. And yes, you have a girl best friend named China. Okay, well, I don't know why, but I'm feeling like this is a best friend, and she's like looking out for you, and she's like, you know what, like this guy does not deserve you. You deserve the best, right? I don't know if she has this way about her as well, where she's like, look how beautiful you are. Look at, you know, this guy, like, why did you even give him a chance? He doesn't deserve, like, I feel like this is an energy that that comes from her in both senses. So on a double entendre with the privileged lady, it's also showing me that because it's so close to you, okay, it also represents that you do have these characteristics, that you actually should be calling the shots in relationships. So let's get that straight, okay? The privileged lady, people look up to her, okay, and it's when she walks into a room, you know, all the eyes are on her. Okay, you know, guys, they turn their heads, they break their necks to look at her, and she says, you know what, I could have any guy I want, and if you're not going to give me what I don't want, then I'm going to walk out of your life. Okay, so this is the energy that you need to bring to 2026. It's that self-confidence. No, okay, you are this beautiful, privileged lady, and it's likely, how do I say this? It's like your best friend knows it, and she's like, can't you see how amazing you are? I feel like she's told you this as well. All right, yeah, so this is coming up very strongly, and it's interesting because it comes up as community as well. So it's like China, and maybe, I don't know if China's family you're really close with or something like that, but it's like everybody that you're around, they can see how amazing you are, and it's like, why do you get involved with these types of guys? So there's a lot of people in your corner, and a lot of people know that, you know what, you're gonna find someone great, and you know, they've been saying it, and I'm gonna say it as well, because we get the lovers. Okay, she told you this today. Yeah, okay, yeah, lovers. This tells me you have a soulmate, okay, and you are gonna find someone, and you're on the path to find someone. Okay, so this is really beautiful energy. That was long-winded, okay, but it was beautiful. Okay, that's a really beautiful line. Okay, it does show some, you know, hardships in your past, but great people around you this year. It's about you being more confident in yourself. And again, yeah, you're on that road, okay, on that path to love. That's the soulmates card. Okay, so know that. Let's see what else comes up. Okay, what else comes up for Kelly? Okay, yeah, a man in the past. Okay, so absolutely there was somebody here who, I don't know if they did a number on you or what it was. They weren't who you thought they were. That person's coming up as somebody who you'll remember, because you're like, I'll never go through that again. And the bear is listening to your instincts. You, in the past, it's telling me you didn't listen to your instincts, and you probably saw a lot of red flags, but you ignored them, and then you ended up here. So we're getting another confirmation in that way, right? But the bear has strength, right? And now you know better. You know better. And you finalized your divorce today, so I'm hoping that this year would bring me a legit soulmate. Perfect, right? Yeah, yeah. So again, see how, like, there's a man in the past. This is the line that's completely in the past. You are walking away from that. You just said that you just finalized your divorce today. It's funny because I just finalized my divorce as well. We're twinning to Exodus. We're twinning, Kelly. Okay, let's see. What else is coming up here? All right, so it does tell me you have to work on your self-confidence a little bit. So the mice is anxiety, stress, and something that eats away at you. So again, while everybody else can see that you deserve so much, you deserve the best from, you know, you weren't treated the way that you were meant to be treated. You know, you're like gold. But it starts with you as well, right? You do have to believe it. You have to know that you deserve something great and you can't settle for less, okay? So there is something here. I don't know if it's anxiety. Sometimes, you know, oh, well, maybe I'll never find someone, or what if they don't like me, or what if they think I'm dumb, or what if... So there's this little voice in your head or something. It may be anxiety, or at times you're just too hard on yourself. You have to kick this. Okay, you gotta kick that, because it's not a good mindset to have, because there's so much ahead of you. Okay, so much ahead of you. Don't let those negative thoughts get the best of you. Okay. Community. Yeah, so it's interesting. The broom here is about sweeping things away, sweeping away the bullshit out of your life, okay, with the broom. So cleaning up the mess. And see how the community is here? It's showing you here, like, you know, your best friend China and some other people in your circle. They're like, don't worry, you're gonna get through this. We're gonna help you. We're gonna, you know, come over. We're gonna, you know, help you redecorate. We're gonna, you know, all of this stuff. So I feel like, again, there's something with cleaning up the mess and you feeling better this time around 2026. Okay? Yeah. Let's see here. The Lover. So, the Mountain. So this talks about obstacles and challenges. Before you get that soulmate energy, it's telling me that there are things you need to work through first. Likely, Kelly, you're not ready this instant to be in a relationship. That's why this comes up. It's saying you are meant to be in a loving relationship, and this is something that you can have on your path. But to get there, there's still some mountains you have to climb, okay? And it's not impossible, okay? But again, I feel like a lot of this is sort of inner stuff, and it's still like healing energy, okay? You will get to the top of that mountain, right? But it's not going to be overnight, okay? Still, it's saying you got to clean up some things. Yeah, right? Thank goodness for best friends. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, we're going to choose one more line here. Again, guys, if you'd like a reading, donation of a galaxy, or donation of the manifesting, my list is open. Link is in the bio. Yeah, there's things I definitely need to work on. It's not easy, but you'll get there. Exactly. And that's why we're getting, right? the anxiety, the small fears, the doubts, things you need to clean up within yourself, whether it's, even just feeling better, eating better in the physical sense, right? So that's the journey you're on, right? The challenge that comes in before you can get that soulmate, but it does want to come in, okay? It's coming in as an option, right? Because what I see here is the likely path that can unfold, right? We all have free will. So it's telling me that there's certain steps you need to follow first, nurturing that inner self, okay, first. And that's when you find the soulmate, okay? But if you rush it, if it's too premature, right, you may end up repeating cycles, okay? Oh my God, do you see what comes in on top of that man in the past? A snake. A snake. Yeah, this is your ex-husband. No, okay, I don't know if he cheated on you as well, or this very manipulative, even nasty, says nasty things. Yeah, don't like that. Brizzy, thank you, we will get to you as well. See? The ring. See how we have in the past, right? And it comes in on the poverty. So this ring, when we talk about dissolving a marriage or, the divorce and all of that. So this comes in around here, right? So it's feeling sort of like the loss of that relationship, which still, as much as you're moving on from it, right? It still has a bit of a stain right now, right? It's still a little bit of a mark. Okay, so yeah, this is the ring that sort of, the relationship that's sort of come to the end, right? We see this in the past, okay? But again, something better on its way, okay? And we're going to keep moving towards that, okay? There we go. Do you know what the dog is? A best friend. Remember, I kept saying right away, I feel like this is your best friend, China. Right away, the dog represents your best friend. A loyal friend. So really great friends around you. I don't know what it is about this dynamic with her, but she keeps you on track or something. She keeps you on point. She's like, get yourself out of that depressing mood. We're gonna go out, we're gonna have fun, and there's something really beautiful about her. And she helps you. She brings you to a good place. Yeah, I really like that about her energy. Very loyal friend around you, okay? Anchor, okay? So, yes, this shows me that stability wants to enter your life. And see how we have the 9 here. This is about coming to the end of hardship so something better can come in, okay? So, again, see how we have cleaning up the mess and then stability coming in with the anchor, right? Grounding yourself again, okay? Feeling that zest for life. See how in this community card, maybe you haven't felt like going out and partying or whatever, just socializing because of everything that's been going on in school. But it is showing me like coming back to this sense of, I feel a little more social now. I feel good. I've cleaned up, my life a bit. I feel like I'm more stable. So this comes in. I will say it's coming in a little bit later on in 2026. Okay, later on in 2026. Okay, yeah, there we go. And see what comes in here is the letter. So this talks about what? Soulmate with the letter is a communication coming in. So I do feel like closer to the end of the year, this year, or like the last quarter, this is when you may be moving towards finding that person. And to be honest, I feel like that's when you'll be mostly ready, because again, as I mentioned, there's still a mountain for you to climb. There's still that challenge, right? So it's a little bit far away, and you can see if we're going down the road, like these are months, each row is months. This is the last row here, right? So yes, we are seeing somebody wanting to come in, okay, but it happens after you do the work inwardly first, okay? But this letter is always great. It's like a love letter, okay? So this can come in. So it just, when you're ready, this love will find you, because again, as long as you do that work, you're meant to be happy, okay? Yeah. You're meant to be happy. Right now, you got really great people in your corner, okay? Work on, again, just cleaning up the past, cleaning up, any of those loose ends, coming back and feeling yourself, right? That's what's coming in, doing meditations, grounding yourself, all of that stuff. But it looks good, okay? In terms of love, don't rush it. You're still healing, you're still growing, but you're gonna find yourself, and you're meant to find your soulmate, is what it tells me. Okay? Thank you so much, Kelly. I hope that reading resonated with you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right, so Amy, you are next. Amy, what is your question for me? Thank you for your patience. You're so welcome. You are so welcome. My pleasure to read for you. If you do want to leave a review for me, I do have a reviews video pinned to my main TikTok page. If you'd like to leave a little comment on your experience with me, I'd appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right, Amy. Is Danny contacting me this year after our fallout in October? All right, Amy, is Danny contacting you this year after your fallout in October? Danny and Amy. Danny and Amy. Danny and Amy. Danny and Amy. Is Danny contacting Amy this year after their fallout in October? Amy, a number from 1 to 10, please. Again, guys, if you would like to get on my list is open. Link is in that bio to get on the list for Amy. Amy and Danny. Do we see Danny reaching out to Amy this year after their fallout in October? Amy and Danny. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The last 2 cards I'm going to choose from a different deck, okay? Let's see what we have here. All right, Amy and Danny, what are we getting? All right, the heart shows up right away. Feeling like he was your safe place. I do feel like there's very strong feelings here for both of you. It's telling me at one point, you guys, either thought about moving in together, or there was a long-term energy that came in. So again, this is the past energy. What comes in after that? There you are. Okay, you still see him as your safe place. This is coming in pretty deeply. Okay, and this woman here, she's a bit older, so it's saying for some time you've been hoping likely to get back together, and you just wish things would go back to the way that they were. Okay, so that's also coming in. The anchor, so this is about stability. Okay, after sometimes the storm passes. So what is our other card here? And the owls is communication, but it's also wisdom. Okay, so wanting to get back together, I do see that there is a connection here that's very strong that you guys shared. Okay, we do see the stability. We see that was something that was very real for the both of you. Okay, and I do feel like you thought maybe this was your forever person. Okay, now the owl comes in here with being wise. Okay, and it's about chatter, and it's about messages as well. We do see 2. Okay, so I do feel like there is a conversation to be had between the 2 of you. Now, we have 2 extra cards. I'm going to see what comes up here. Okay. Usha, I don't have anyone on my list. Okay, so you're free if you'd like to go to the link in my bio to get on the list. Link is open. Okay, so let's see. Okay, we do see pleasantries, and we see the garden. So it's showing me that this year there could be a communication. He reaches out to you on social media. Am I seeing a strong indication of reconciliation? What I do get is that you shared something very real in the past, something that both of you can't deny. You can't deny that it was real and deny that there were very strong feelings. However, when I get the owls, it's also about being wise, okay? You might want this relationship, but do you need this relationship? What value did he add to your life? Can he add value to your life, right? Are these the questions that you're asking yourself? Because when the owls come up, sometimes it talks about choices, decisions, and in retrospect, see how they're sort of looking back this way? Looking back on everything, right? It's this person, if they really want to be with you, why would they let you slip through their fingers? Or why wouldn't they connect with you? Right? Anybody who loves you, who cares about you, doesn't leave you wondering where you stand. Okay? So I do see something very real in the past. I do see you waiting, hoping. Okay? This woman's a little bit old, so it says you're sort of been waiting for a while. Okay, maybe he'll come back. Maybe we can fix this. Maybe. Okay, but don't waste too much time. Okay, so in terms of if this person is not, connecting with you or reaching out to you to tell you how much they care about you or that they miss you, by October, it's. How long are you going to invest in this person? Okay, because I do have a love card that comes in, but it's coming in as a reflection. Okay, I would love to see the heart card come in at the end, but it comes in, at the future position, but it comes in the past. Okay, so that tells me that this is a story that's sort of, it started and it has sort of like this trajectory where it's, okay, but what now? Okay. He did wish me a happy new year, but text me, my friend, to pass on the message. Yeah, and again, the owls is about communication. So this is communication of all sorts, right? So yes, it also stands for like text messages and all that stuff. But right, it's like, why couldn't he just message you that? Okay, so again, and the garden is actually social media, believe it or not, social media or chat within amongst friends. So that's actually very interesting. I just noticed the garden here. Okay, and see how it's the bouquet? You're like, he did wish me happy New Year's. This is kind of like a pleasantry that you receive, right? When somebody likes you, they send you a gift or they tell you something nice, right? It's, well, and this is what you're holding on to. Well, he did wish me happy New Year. Maybe he still loves me. Maybe he still cares, right? But it's, well, why didn't he just call you himself? Okay, so that is where the challenge lies, right? And you're being asked to evaluate this objectively. Okay, as much as you really want this, and we're not dismissing that the feelings were very, very real, are very, very real in a past situation, but right now he's not coming up very strong as reciprocating those feelings or wanting to act or rekindle. Okay, it's like minimal effort, and you don't have to settle for that, right? So that's what I would say. Okay, Amy. And again, this is just the 7-card mini reading, right? So we're just seeing the tip of the iceberg here, but I do feel like from what we've gotten, looking at things objectively, okay? If this person is not truly letting you know that they care about you and reaching out to you, and you may need to think about moving on, okay, or to putting your energy elsewhere, into something else right now, okay? No, resonates. You're welcome. Thank you so much, guys, for coming in. Again, my list is open right now if you do want to get on my list. Link is in that bio. I do have as well, guys, I have my charm readings. Okay, if you are interested in a charm read, those are always fun. Okay, so let me just show you if you're not familiar with what my charm reads are about. So we do have our life wheel here. Okay, so this, oh, sorry, Brizzy. Yes, Brad, right? You had a question. You donated a manifesting. We'll get into that. Sorry, my goodness. I'm sorry, Brad. Brad, what's your question? Sorry about that. My goodness. I'm so sorry. Brad, what is your question for me? Okay, so in terms of relationships, let's go with a 3-month timeline. Okay, Brad, am I going to hear from Tessa to reconcile and have a romantic relationship in the next 3 months for Brad? Next 3 months for Brad. Next 3 months. Brad and Tessa. Brad and Tessa. Next 3 months. Next 3 months. Do we see a reconciliation with Brad and Tessa? Brad and Tessa. Do we see a reconciliation with Brad and Tessa? Brad and Tessa. Let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. What I'm going to tell you is the next 3 months, I don't see it. And I'm going to tell you here that there's a lot of energy that I'm seeing better off as friends. The dog is friendship. Okay. And it's saying the value and the worth, like she does care about you, but in terms of like the romantic stuff, I'm not seeing a lot of like love cards. I'm seeing this, I deeply care about my friend. I care about this person. I don't want to hurt this person. Okay. And I do feel like you definitely want the relationship. The ring comes up. Okay. The ring comes up. It's telling me still the friendship energy. It's like better as friends right now. Does that mean that it can't happen after 3 months? I mean, our question was the 3-month period. So 3 months, I don't see it. We also have the coffin. And when the tree comes up, it's also the vitality or the lifespan of the relationship. It's saying an ending. Okay, so it's telling me not a lot of movement. Okay, at the very least, it's saying not a lot of movement here in that realm. I do feel like you've tried to be maybe a bit strategic. I don't know if you've tried to text her or say, hey, you want to go for coffee? I do see you trying to figure out a way to communicate to her or flirt with her or whatever it is. I see you trying. Okay, because the fox doesn't give up. Okay, and the clover here, it's, you know what, maybe she's busy this weekend and, you know, she said, you know, I can't hang out this weekend, but I'm going to try again next week. I'm going to keep trying. So I do feel like there's a bit of this effort on your part, which it's not, she's not looking at that in a bad way, but also I don't feel like she wants it right now. Okay. Yeah. And you're saying you're not talking right now. And that may be also why we get the coffin next to the ring, because the ring is the relationship. When you're asking, are we going to be in a relationship? You know, the cards are kind of coming out here and saying no. Okay. It's saying, you know, likes you better as a friend, right? And this distance that she has maybe put between you two is, you know, she's feeling like that's the best course of action for right now. Okay, so that's what I get. Okay, and you know, I do want to say that it's showing me she cares about you. Okay, she doesn't want to purposely hurt you. She's not trying to be malicious or has ill intent at all, because we do get this dog and we get the fish, which shows that you hold some sort of value to her. Okay, but the dog comes up mostly as the friend energy as opposed to the romantic stuff. Okay, so that's what I'm saying right now. The alignment in terms of love is not, I'm not seeing it in the next 3 months. Does it mean that things can't progress after that point? No, but in the next 3 months, I'm not seeing that. Okay, yeah, and you're not both healing from breakups, and that may be why, you know, she's just looking for friendship. Right? I'm just looking for friendship. She doesn't want to rush it. She doesn't want to get too invested. The fish is about deep emotions as well. The fishes are deep, right? But see how they're also in this, they're not in the sea. They're actually confined in this jar. So she may also not want to confine herself in a relationship right now either, right? So there's all that stuff. She knows that like there's all these fruitful things in front of her. Like this represents abundance and the potential of love, okay? But she can't access that right now, or it's not available to her right now. And I do feel like there's a lot of emotions too. A lot of this water is coming up, okay? So yeah, she's also dealing with a lot of emotions that I can see coming up here, okay? Thanks so much. I hope that gave you some insight, okay? Sometimes we don't always hear maybe the answer that we want, but sometimes it's the answer that we need to hear, okay? Thank you so much, Brad. Usha, so if you are following me, I do free card readings on each and every live stream for the first 20 minutes, okay? All you have to do is make sure you're following me and you're part of that fan club. You have that fate, that orange fate banner in your username. Right now, when I do have my regular lighting on, this will indicate that I'm in my paid reading period, okay? So you can donate a Galaxy for 7 cards, a Manifesting for 3, or you can go to the link in my bio to also get on the list for a 15 card love reading, career. In addition to that, as I was about to say before, I do charm readings as well, guys. So this is my life wheel. So as you can see here, there's many different sectors, okay? Home and family, leisure and social life, career, business, love, health, money, adventure, spirituality, etc. Okay, so what we do with our charm reads, our charm wheel, I should say, is we look at each sector and we pull a combination of cards and charms, okay? So each charm is like a symbol, just like a tarot card or any of these cards have a symbol and they mean different things. So we cast them out and we see where they land and it paints a picture for us of what's going on and what we can look forward to, okay? Things that we need to understand. So if this is something that you're interested in, again, link is in that bio to get on the list for the charm reading, okay? Hallie, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Again, if you'd like to get on the list, my list is open right now. Link is in that bio, guys. 15 card detailed reads or charm readings, okay? Again, as you see, I have my charm wheel here. Thanks so much, guys, for coming in. Again, if you do want to get on my list for a reading, link is in that bio. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I appreciate you. Hello, guys. Welcome in. Welcome back. If you would like to get on my list for a reading, link is in that bio. Hello, Tanea. How are you? Nice to see you. Yes, I took about a 3-week vacation. So I'm back. I am back. Do you have a little question for me, Tanea? I'm back in action. Back in action. Honestly, I didn't really go anywhere. I just finalized my divorce and stuff, so I just took a little staycation. Didn't really do too much, but feeling good. I'm feeling good. The energy with Jordan and you. All right. Well, let's take a look. Miss Tanea, let's take a look. Where are my love cards? Here they are. Yes, thank you so much. Energy of Jordan and you. All right, for some reason I want to use my oracle with you. Okay, Jordan and Tanea. So let's see. You want to see how? Do you want to see how he's feeling right now, or do you want to see what's the next 3 months energy? Yeah, it is like a relief, honestly. There is still some bittersweet, but honestly, more relief. more relief than not. Yeah, absolutely. We'll catch up soon. So yeah, let me know, Tanea. Did you want to know about? You want to check on the energy between us and the best 3 months? Okay, let's see. Let's take a look. Jordan and Tanea, the next 3 months. What do we see coming in? Jordan and Tanea, the next 3 months. Jordan and Tanea in the next 3 months. Jordan and Tanea in the next 3 months. That one wanted to come out. Jordan and Tanea in the next 3 months. And Tanea in the next 3 months. Jordan and Tanea in the next 3 months. Oh, these two. Okay. Okay, so we are seeing good change. We're seeing some action. Now, we see the attraction there, okay? So he's super attracted to you, insatiable thoughts, wanting more, okay? Now, finances comes up. I don't know if there could be some instance where you're, you know, putting your money together to go on a trip, or this is also investing your time, something of value. So when I see money, I also see my time is worth money, okay? So or my time's valuable kind of thing. So I do feel like you're both wanting to put in the energy because you feel like you're getting something valuable, okay? That, you know, you find him valuable to, you know, in certain ways, and he finds you valuable, okay? And again, I am seeing like a good vibe that is coming in, okay? Now, needing to say a lot, okay? So is Jordan more, is he very extroverted? Because it is saying here that open communication is really good for this dynamic. It's really good for this dynamic. It's about not holding back. He's very social, extroverted, okay? I see like he has so much to say. Like I almost feel like this larger than life kind of personality, okay? I don't know if he spends a lot of money, but there's something that comes up there. Maybe he likes nice things. That also can come up. Yep, that's him. Okay. Let's see. What else comes up here? I'll tell you what I'm not getting. I'm not getting a lot of challenging cards, which is good. Bang on, girls. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Have I spoke too soon? Signs. Now, of course, transformation and change, right? You know, pay attention, right? Your intuition. This is a relationship that goes through phases, okay? But not to say that it is a phase, but it's saying that you guys transform and you grow together, and there's something beautiful about that. Always pay attention to your intuition, right? It's never going to steer you wrong. If it feels great, likely it is, okay? But if something's feeling off, there might be a misalignment. Again, we need to talk about things, right? So always tabling those conversations when you're feeling like things could be out of alignment, but it's you know, the signs are there. Maybe you're seeing a lot of 11-11s, okay? So that's also coming in. Honestly, really good stuff. I don't see typically any bad cards here. Okay, he has great communication, and that's maybe, you know, here. Let me tell you all about it. There's something about him like wanting to, I don't know if he teaches or he speaks, like this is somebody, I don't want to say this in a mean way. It's like I love the sound of my own voice, but he knows he gives good advice or something. There's something about it. I don't know why I feel like that, but yeah. Great. Yeah, I think this is so far in the next 3 months, it's looking good. Okay. You're always bang on. Thanks so much, Tanea. I appreciate it. Appreciate your feedback. All right, guys, you're welcome. Hopefully I can catch you live one of these days. I'm not sure if you've been on in a while. Thank you so much, guys, for coming in. Again, if you did want to get on my list is open right now, okay, for detailed readings. Link is in that bio. You can also send e-transfer or PayPal. All the information is there. if you would like to get on the list. I do charm readings as well. Okay, guys? Again, link is in that bio. Okay, you haven't gone on in a few months. Oh, that's all right, honestly. I took a break for almost a month, and I feel good now. Back recharged. I was burning out a little bit, so it's important to just take your time. Link is in that bio, Alexandra. It really depends. If you want a love reading, we can do it in using the cards. We can also do a love reading by charms. Okay, so it really depends on what you're looking for. But all the pricing is all listed out there in the link in my bio. Okay. Recharging is key. Have a good weekend. Yes, you too. Absolutely. We'll talk soon. Take care. Hello guys, welcome in, welcome back. If you'd like to get on my list for a reading, link is in that bio. My list is open right now. Tati, thank you for the follow. Again, I do free card readings on each and every single live stream. To be eligible for a free card reading, you must be following me and you must be part of that fan club. Okay, by sending that heart me, and again, that will be during the first 20 minutes of each of my lives. Okay, right now I'm in my paid reading period, but as long as you are following me, each and every time I go live, you have a chance at getting a free card read, and I do try to get to as many people as I can, and many new people and different people each time. Okay, so I appreciate it if you're coming in today, and you know, you've come in at the point here. I'm just doing again my paid readings at this time, but I appreciate you. Okay, if you want to hang on and hang tight and see what type of readings I can offer. So Tati, as long as you're following and you are part of that fan club, I think that the Heart Me gift is just 1 coin. I think it's 1 cent. It just gives you that fate banner in your screen name. That just gives me a visual cue to know who I can choose for readings. Okay, it does get quite busy in here. Hello guys, welcome in, welcome back. If you did want to get on my list for a love reading, career reading, or a charm reading, link is in that bio. Yes, there's a little heart me gift at the top. It allows you to become part of the fan club. I think it's just 1 coin or something, a few coins. But again, that will give you the fan club badge. And during the free card period on each and every live stream, I choose those people that have the fate banner in their screen name. Okay. Well, Tati, I'll tell you what, I will do 1 card for you here, okay? We'll just be a 1 card, see what comes out for you, all right? All right, Divine Feminine. Okay, so here it's about knowing who you are. This is about nurturing yourself and not letting people take advantage of your good nature. The Divine Feminine is beautiful and they don't allow negativity to get to them. People who want you know, to cause a drama in your life, or they like to, you have to be careful with Divine Feminine energy. It talks about you being like a sponge, and, you know, depending who you're around, or, you know, people who can be very negative, you can you can sort of be affected by those types of people. Okay, so it's saying to be very mindful of who you surround yourself with, especially in 2026. Keep your circle small, you know, keep yourself healthy, drinking enough water, getting enough sleep, all of those good things, because this divine feminine energy is very beautiful when when it's harnessed to its full potential. There's quite, you know, a lot that the divine feminine can achieve. Okay, so this is a beautiful energy to come in for you. And Alexandra, you just did a payment and you said you have negative people around me, just my family, but ignore it and focus on myself. You're so welcome. Okay? Yeah. See how her eyes are closed? It's keep calm and carry on. Okay? And can you let me know, Alexandra, how did you place the payment? Was that through Etsy or was it through e-transfer or PayPal? PayPal. Perfect. Give me 1 second, okay? Give me 1 second, Alexandra. Alexandra, let's see. PayPal. Okay. What's coming with me and Benjamin? All right. What's coming with me and Benjamin? Not in a relationship. Do you see us being together in the next 3 months? Perfect. And you've added your timing into the question, which I love. Thank you for that. All right. Let's take a look. Miss Alexandra. Miss Alexandra and Benjamin. You're not in a relationship. Do we see a forward trajectory, Alexandra and Benjamin, together? Do we see them coming together in a relationship in the next 3 months? Alexandra and Benjamin. What is the guidance? What is the advice here? Alexandra and Benjamin. Alexandra and Benjamin. Do we see a relationship? Do we see a relationship? Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to choose the card that represents you, which is the main female. And this is the card that represents him. I'm going to put Benjamin over there. And the card that represents you over here, okay? We're going to see what comes up between you two, okay? All right, Alexandra. Alexandra and Benjamin. Alexandra and Benjamin. Alexandra and Benjamin. Let's take a look. Alexandra and Benjamin. Alexandra and Benjamin. I think my cards are upside down. See if I can zoom out a tiny bit here. Okay. So this is a new spread here that I'm showing you. This is a 9-card box spread. I've pulled you guys out, and the middle here shows the main theme. Okay, when we have community, this tells me that you guys have a lot in common. Okay, I don't know if you have a lot of mutual friends, but there's a lot of really great energy here. I do like that. Now, what we do often want to see in the middle is kind of like the marriage card or the heart, you know, the soulmates card. But again, this is new, right? So we often we won't get the soulmate card right away, right? Because we've sort of just met this person. We still need to know more. But this does show that you have a lot. So actually, we're going to do another layer on top of this. Okay, this is just the first layer, so it's going to be actually more than 9, more than 15. Okay, I'm actually doing a special spread for you. It's a new spread actually, so yeah, It may be even be triple on top. Okay, so it could be 27. All right. So what I am getting here, okay, is that you have a lot in common, and we do see options opening up. Okay, so whatever is on the four corners is related to the middle. Okay, so we see the pathway opening up. This is you're saying, you know what, I see you, Benjamin. I see you as an option here. Okay, and he sees you too. Okay, so we see that there can be potential here at the end, but you still have some ways to go before you get there. Okay, so yes, there's an option, there's a pathway there that's opening up. On the other hand here, we're getting the mature man that comes in, and actually it sort of hits underneath him as well. So what this tells me is that he's not also looking to rush anything. Okay, and I feel like the main thing is that he wants to know that you're going to get along, not just with him, but like his friends, his family, that can he see you fitting into his life, right? Can he see, you know, him taking trips with you and stuff like that? But that's still because you're still getting to know each other, and it's kind of like, this is a community card, so it's saying, can I picture this person coming with me, meeting my family down the road? So this is something still to be discovered, but it's a good card. Okay, this is never a negative card. Okay, and then we have also on the other corner, which is also positive, is the dating card. Okay, so this is getting to know each other. Now, Cupid hasn't shot the arrow yet. Okay, we see the communications going on, right? And these people are holding hands. They're looking at each other. So yes, there is this connection coming in. Okay, so we're seeing dating, and 4 often indicates stability. So it shows me 3 months. Do we see a solidified relationship? So Cupid again hasn't shot the arrow, but this is something that can be had, that's in progress. Okay, in addition to that, we also get the house on top, which talks about, again, the four walls is the stability, and this is somebody that you could potentially build with, somebody who can offer something real. Okay, we like that. Now on the top stands for thoughts as well. Okay, so when we have pathway, privileged lady, and mature man, this says that you're looking for someone this time around. Okay, you've met Benjamin, and he looks like a great guy from a distance. On paper he looks legit, but you have this instance where you're saying to yourself, well, I'm not going to settle for less. If I see any red flags, Benjamin, you're out here. Okay, and this is my Kipper deck. Okay, Kipper. So I am seeing here where you do have standards, and I love that. Okay, you have standards that saying don't ever settle for less. Okay, so I do love that energy for you, and this talks about your thoughts, and you also wanting somebody who's serious. Okay, because the mature man, not only does it say that he wants to take his time in the relationship or taking it slow, but also you want a wise man. You want somebody who knows what they want. Okay, what they want in life. Somebody who's maybe experienced, maybe a little bit older. I don't know if he has an old soul, or you're looking for somebody who's classy, like just you can have really great conversations, who's smart, who's intelligent. Okay, so that also comes in. Now, the reality of the situation is interesting here, because why? We have the child. The child talks about the infancy of something new, as you mentioned. This is a new relationship. This is why the child comes in. There's also instances here of vulnerability, right? Comes in underneath you on this new pathway ahead, right? And then we have the unexpected income. So this talks about small changes. And the house is in the background again. Okay, so I do feel like you do need to see him put forth the appropriate effort, okay, to make you feel secure, because he might give you a degree of attention, but it's like because this privileged lady comes in, she's known as the rich girl, right? And see what he's giving. There's coin here that drops. So there's something that he's giving to you, but the question that comes back to you is it enough? Okay, after a 3-month period, you're saying, well, he has given me some attention, or he's given me this. Is it enough? And you may decide at that point, yes or no. But I do feel like you have the upper hand here. Okay, and you also have 2 children, so that may also be why you're also feeling, well, in love relationships, love can also come up with the love of your children, that you put them first. Okay, you put them first above all. And you're also looking for someone who could, you know, potentially be maybe a father figure or somebody who at least has a good upstanding character, right? If they're going to potentially be around your kids, right? So that comes in. That's why also you're looking for a mature man, right? Not a little boy, right? That's also coming in. Now, on the bottom here, this talks about the subconscious. So when we have the house, it says you want that house, home, family, right? That picture perfect type of energy that come in. The courthouse is commitment. Okay, so this is something in the back of your mind. It's not something you're raising to him. You're not talking about this in 3 months, but it is something that you think about, and it could be a source of discussion at some point. The courthouse talks about the decisions that you're making and observing and seeing, you know, what is he doing, what is he not doing. Okay, but what I can tell you is there's not a lot of negative cards that come in. It's saying pay attention to his actions. I feel like he's putting forth some effort, and in a 3-month time it comes to an evaluation for you, okay, to decide, is this what I want, is this not what I want? So I see an evaluation phase, but I don't see something where it's a dramatic ending, or oh my gosh, you know, he totally swerved on me and he cheated on me, or something like to that degree. I don't see any of that. Okay, now I'm going to do the next row. Okay, the next. So we're clarifying all of these cards. Okay. Let's see what comes up here. Alexandra and Benjamin, in the next 3 months, please clarify the cards. Clarify the cards below. Clarify the cards below. All right, relationship. Okay, and this is interesting that it would come up on the pathway. This is something that you're thinking about. It's something that you want, right? Comes in. So this is something to note, right? It's something to note. Comes in right next to you there. Something that you want. Comes in there. All right, so the privileged lady with the snake. Okay, you are very tempting to him. The snake, I don't want to say that it comes in a bad way at all, because, okay, because this is the thoughts. There's something very attractive. This is the element of what's on your mind, or what's on his mind. And when it comes in on the top of the snake, this can be temptation. It can be spicy time. It can be, you know, I can't wait to hug you, kiss you, or, you know, so there's some spicy energy that does come in here, okay? And it really, you're coming in as a temptress, okay? That he's very tempted by you. You're very beautiful. The snake is often known as a very beautiful woman, even a seductress. So, you know, he might find you hard to resist in certain ways, and he's trying to maybe take his time, but yeah, the snake is not bad when it comes in on this card. Okay, if it came in on a different negative card, this would change the meaning of the snake. But the snake's not always bad there in that regard. Okay, what comes in on that? Mature man. There we are. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so it's right on the main man, which is him, which is Benjamin, and the mature man. You're wanting somebody who's reliable, stable, and can offer a serious love, right? A love that can be mature. And it is coming up around him. So it's showing me that is something he's looking for. Doesn't mean that that's something that he wants to offer you. You know, that's still yet to be seen, but it is a good sign that it comes up, okay? Because it's showing me that long term, he does believe in love, and he believes in, you know, I want to be married one day, or I want to find that forever person. He doesn't want to rush things, right? But he does have this sense of, you know, sense of romance, okay? And these cards also mirror each other. So I do feel like he has love on the mind, or there's a real affection that can be developed here. Okay, so that's really nice. That's really nice. Let's see what comes in the next row here. Okay, and what I'm going to do, I'm just going to lay down the next 6 cards here, and then we'll go into it. Okay. Okay, so 3 months, still too soon to jump into full-blown committed relationship. It's showing me. I'm just going to go right to the future position. When I get the courtship. Remember we talked about this is dating, but the child card comes in here. So it talks about this relationship is still new, okay? Needing more time to develop. But see how it's a positive energy, right? It's a positive energy with this child. Sort of, let's go with the flow. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I don't feel like he's scared. He's scared of commitment, but he just wants to find the right person. Again, with the ship, right? So it's, let's see where this goes. Let's see how, how this can develop. If you can give me the stability I'm looking for, if I can provide the type of dynamic in a relationship that you want, and vice versa. And the ship, is setting sail for something more. 3, right? When we talked about in 3 months, this also comes up, right? So I feel like the 3-month mark is actually when this is that deciding factor. Either you're sailing together on a journey in love, or sometimes the ship can come in and saying, you know what, we got to know each other, but maybe we're better off as friends. Sometimes the ship can indicate emotional distance, but because it's not really falling on a challenging card, this looks like there's a really strong potential of him looking at the relationship as, I want to see where this goes, this journey of love, okay? So this is good stuff so far, okay? I don't really have any negative cards. Now, for you, it's hard to date. There's something about being a little bit tricky to date, especially because of the children thing. The fox is trying to do whatever it takes to, make your dating life work, but also be the best mom that you can. I don't know if you struggle with, oh, I feel guilty for going on a date because, versus spending time with my children or something like that. Don't ever feel guilty about it, but it's showing me here you're trying to, you're children, you're a very great mother. You put your children first. You'll do whatever it takes. Okay, so this is like the first love in your life, your kids. Okay, yes, but don't ever feel guilty about taking some time to have a date night for yourself. Okay, and even this card in the middle here. Okay, it also shows progress. Okay, see how it's the mama bird with the stork with her baby birds. So it shows here you are like a doting mother, and again, you are looking for, this is the heart of the reading, okay? So it is showing me that above all, you want to find somebody who can fit into your world just as much as he's looking for somebody to fit into his world. He also needs to fit into your world, right? With your kids, right? Can he come, right? Can he fly into the nest, and can it feel organic and natural, right? So that's also what comes in, okay? And what else do we get here? So we get the garden, okay? So this is interesting because when I get this energy, that the garden is all about being social. And when I get the house card on it, are you a little bit of a homebody, Alexandra? Because it's showing me here that you might like to spend a lot of time at home in certain ways, and you're like, I'm fine with that. So I don't know if you've thought about inviting him over, maybe for brunch or whatever it is. Maybe that's an option for you, so that you can still see your kids, and then just say, hey, we're gonna have a little barbecue or whatever it is. Maybe not in the winter, but there's something here that comes in about a social gathering at your house to sort of break the ice. Very, nothing too serious, but something where you can test the water. Okay, to see how does he react around children? How does he react when he's in my sort of domain? Right? If that makes sense. You have the child again. So, yeah, children are coming up a lot around you, and the commitment to your children, it's more important to you than I feel like dating. So I feel like, it's, if my children need me, I'm gonna cut the date short or whatever it is. So this does come up, okay? I'm not sure why it's coming up so strongly, but it is, okay? It's also showing me that with the child card, it's being a little bit vulnerable. So before you decide and make a commitment that you want to be with this person forever, right? It's really evaluating it. The courthouse is making the best decision for you, right? And this child here is kind of sitting with, the hand resting on the head. What do I do? What do I do? Okay, so don't overthink it. This is the subconscious line at the bottom, okay? So you don't have to make up your mind today that he is your Prince Charming, your forever after. just go with the flow right now. The 3-month mark, again, I'm feeling is you'll know by that time whether it's a hit or a miss. I do feel like he has good intentions. I don't see anything bad coming in. Okay, I don't see anything bad around him. And your daughter, so it's interesting, right? You get the boy and the girl, right? Your daughter's only 5 months and your son's 2 years old. It's interesting because you get the boy and the girl that come up. Often I get usually just one child card, but you've actually got it in 3 places. But the child represents here, even, again, as I mentioned, the infancy of something new, okay? So 3 months, 3 months from now, you're going to know whether or not this is a yay or nay. I do feel like he seems to have good intentions right now. He's attracted to you. He knows that you're a mother first. I feel like he's getting that sense or that vibe from you. So I don't feel like you need to worry or panic about that. Go with the flow, okay? Yeah, go with the flow. He's not wanting to rush anything. I don't feel like you're also wanting to rush it as well. So yeah, I see good energy so far. Okay, 3 month, I don't see anything negative about this person, or that they're manipulative or lying, or, you know, lots of, you know, bad juju around them. Nothing like that. Okay. So thank you so much, Alexandra. I hope that message resonated for you. Hope I gave you something to look forward to. But yeah, a lot there. A lot there. Lots of stuff with your kids coming up. As you can see. You know what, as well? Do we still have her in here? Yeah. The name of the first deck. I'm going to take a screenshot. Kipper. There's many different types of Kipper. This is my favorite edition of it. The artist I just love. I'm going to pull just 2 more for you, Alexandra. Okay? So, wanting to start fresh. So again, this is a new relationship. But we see 2 people coming together, right? So we like that. And, wish fulfillment. Okay, so that's also great. Let's do 1 more. For good measure, we'll do 3. Okay. Okay. Look at them as if they are you. Mirroring. Okay, so, you know, taking a look at their life, their lifestyle, your lifestyle, you know, how, if you were to come together, what does that dynamic look like? Okay, so look at them if they are you as well. Great. Thank you so much, Alexandra. Hello, Hardwood. How are you? You too. Have a beautiful evening. Thank you so much for coming in. So nice to see you. All right, guys, if you do want to get on my list is open right now. Link is in that bio. Alright guys, I'm going to take off for a little bit and I'll be on again in maybe another hour or 2. Okay, take care guys, we'll talk soon.